Yo guys, I'm playing some Dota 2, but I just saw that a Warcraft 3 patch hit. Dota 2 is now being covered on my second YouTube channel, at Grubby Plays. Check the description for a link and subscribe to it if you've been wondering where the Dota 2 content has gone towards. It's now branched off on the second channel. Now back to here, Warcraft 3 patch hit. Let's analyze it quickly. I'm in queue actually for a game. We've deployed version 136 to the public test realm. So what's going to happen? Balance. Demon Hunter Immolation damage reduced by 1 at all levels. I think we're kind of happy with that. Most people felt like damage reduction would be better than mana cost increase. They also followed suggestions on Hunter Sentinel research reduction. Just cheaper across the board. It's a nice compensation for the Ultra Vision loss at tier 1 that Night Elf had recently suffered. Arcane Tower feedback on heroes has gone up, not as much as they planned initially, 12 to 18, but 12 to 16. I still think this is not correct, because I think it's very strong on heroes already, but it is what it is. You already don't want to be hit by it anyway with heroes, and now also still don't want to be hit. So it doesn't change much in my playstyle. As Orc, without cheap mana regeneration, if you get hit by this and you don't win the game within a minute, you lose the game because you don't have mana. It's too costly, so it doesn't really change my playstyle as Orc much. Sundering Blade reduction, we approve this. Headhunters do lose to 25 health. I advised against this. Of course, I'm also Orc, so I might be biased, but there we go. It's back to what it used to be. Though they do still have the range from the patch 3 years ago, the extra range, that helped make them more eligible as a unit. Tauren Pulverize cost even lower. I think that's very nice. This could really actually be a new valid unit for Orc. Usually it's a little bit too far away, and there's our game search, and I'll do the draft of Dota 2 in the meantime behind this, but we can continue. I think this is really interesting. We can try Taurens more. It's a little bit more accessible. Lumber cost is a really big problem when going for Tauren tech in general. Cannibalization cost down from 75 to 50 gold as well. I think that's nice. Claws of attack did indeed get reduced. And as we pointed out, this isn't necessary because Circlet is still better anyway than Claws of attack. So they solved that by removing Circlet from the game, which I think is boring. I generally think item removal is an impoverishment of the game that, isn't as... I think it's not as fun. I don't mind a bit of imbalance in my game in item drops. So I think this is a big pity. And I think this is a pity as well, because more power is more fun and this is less fun. I guess as a competitor, I may have loved this because it was like broken. I loved the removal of XP Tome, but now I think... don't. This is a good reduction, I think. This is a good reduction. These items are very strong. Good reduction. Again, this is an impoverishment of the item drop table, which is a pity, but humans will be very happy that they can no longer sometimes lose the game by default against Lightning Shield Harass. If I'm being objective here, I would say that I can't be objective because I'm not a robot, but trying to be objective, I think this is a good removal that will help humans a bit. Ring of Superiority has been added to the drop table as the new replacement for Circlet, and it's +1 to all stats. Okay, so all tier 1 items are weaker now. Now I see what they're doing with that. Let me buy some items in Dota, don't mind if I do. Ring of the Arc Magic added to the drop table as a level 4 item, +3 to all stats. Level 4 competes with what? Pendant of Energy? Like 150 mana, or is it 125 mana now? Talisman of Evasion, I believe that's the one. 3 to all stats. This sounds like garbage. I think that sounds like garbage. So that's probably going to be underpowered, but we'll see if I'm wrong about that. They are going to do hard reset. I disagree with that because it makes for poor game quality post-season. And then map vetoes is now 3 across all modes. It still misses the point. When you are in a 4-on-4 and all 8 players remove 3 maps, there are no eligible maps left. So that kind of misses the point with that. And how do you solve it? We don't have an answer for that. We asked that question, but no answer. And then observer mode improvements, which I think is very, very welcomeable. And you can pause the video and check bug fixes. I don't have time to go through it now, so I hope you enjoyed this patch review and see you next time. Sup to the grub.